Okay, so AMD's event just happened. In fact, I just finished watching it, and wow, so much was talked about with the RDNA 4, FSR 4, and of course the all-new Radeon RX 970 and 970 XT. Now in this video, I'm going to be covering everything you should know about the RDNA 4 and FSR 4, and obviously what you can expect in performance for their all-new GPUs. And this is the first round of GPUs, because there's going to be more coming very soon. So let's get straight to what you need to know of what happened at the event. First, I'm not going to go into technical information about RDNA 4, but instead I'm going to show you the test video that they gave us, showing what the all-new RDNA 4 can actually do, including all the performances and basically, and some graphs that are showing the improvements in terms of performance with RDNA 4. So as you can see, we got the test video, which is also Toy Shop, which they actually had an original render with Toy Shop back when they first started making GPUs about 25 years ago. Because yes, it's their 25-year anniversary of their Radeon GPUs. But now going to the graphs, you can see there is a big significance in performance with a lot of things, especially with machine learning, and of course for some more ray tracing functionalities, which I think a lot of users will actually enjoy. But now going to FSR 4, which has a lot of improvements. Now, FSR 4 is more basically improving what we have already with FSR 3.1. In fact, every single title that is already working with FSR 3.1, so it's going to be a lot easier to integrate FSR 4 with titles that are already verified with FSR 3.1. But it does improve in terms of basically not having blurriness when it comes to using upscaling. For example, looking at what they gave us to basically show what the old new FSR can do, it actually shows you that they are improving quality in terms of AI generation and more frame generation, which means this will actually make it a lot more easier to play games using upscaling and of course frame generation. And of course they also are working closely with the likes of Black Ops 6, so they showed us more of what this old new FSR 4 can do with Black Ops 6 as well in playstyle, which honestly looks pretty good. But now going to their all new GPUs, the 9070, which is insane. Now, as the rumors were saying, the 970 will be targeting more the likes of 1440p gaming and 4K gaming, and this actually looks pretty good because they're comparing these cards against their previous generation 7900 GRE, which was basically their top of the range GPUs of the previous generation, which it just shows you how much performance these GPUs do in fact have. But first, let's see what type of specs we do get with the standard 9070, which includes 56 compute units, 16GB GDDR6 memory, over 2500 MHz of boost clock, 1100 peak AI tops, and a board power of 220 watts, which is honestly pretty good. And that's what I like about AMD, is they're always more power efficient with their GPUs. Now, performance-wise, it does actually about 20% more performance in terms of 4K gaming native without using any AI applications or any AI upscaling, which by the way, thank you AMD for not doing what Nvidia did at CES, where they basically displayed all the titles that they were testing what we can expect in terms of performance of their GPUs by using their upscaling software, which I don't like because I want to see native and basically natural raw performance. So AMD, thank you for doing this. But the amount of boost performance you can expect with 4K gaming and 1440p gaming is insane with just native graphic. Now, of course, for those that are doing esports titles with 1440p gaming, you will be getting a big boost in performance, especially if you are going to be using FSR 4, which honestly is insane. And for most of that, I wanted to know what's the price of the 9070. It is priced at $549, which AMD, wow, you're actually beating Nvidia right now, because currently Nvidia's 5070s are actually a lot more expensive compared to what they originally announced back at CES. So AMD, you're already doing something amazing. But what about the 9070 XT, which is focused for more high performance gamers and obviously creators, which this card has a lot of specs to. Now, the RX 9070 XT will include 64 compute units, 16GB GDDR6 memory, over 2900 MHz boost clock, over 1500 peak AI tops, and a board power of 304 watts, which is honestly pretty good and is very reasonable with this type of card. Now, if you do go for the likes of the 9070 XT, it does have up to 40% more performance compared to the 7900 GRE, which is insane. And that goes for 4K Ultra gaming and obviously also in terms of 1440p gaming, which is insane. And this is still without AI upscaling, which is insane. And if you are going to be using FSR 4 with the 9070 XT, you will be getting up 3 times more frames, which is actually pretty good. Now, of course, for creators, in terms of coming to the 9070 XT, it does improve in terms of video editing and of course AI applications such as obviously Lightroom and so much more, which is actually very nice that AMD is focusing for gamers and obviously creators, because that is their main goal, is to make sure we have a good experience with their cards for these applications. Now, the pricing for the 970 XT is $599, which is still insane. And what's funny enough, they actually took the 9070 XT compared to the likes of the Nvidia 5070 Ti, and yes, you can see that the RX 9070 XT does lack in some performances, which, I mean, at least they are telling the truth. But the price difference between obviously the likes of the 9070 XT versus the Nvidia 5070 Ti, it actually has a lot of performance for price, which is very nice to see. Now, of course, something I do want to add is that AMD is making it a lot more easier for those that are wanting to upgrade to these GPUs, because they will still have the same 8-pin power connectors, which is actually nice for them to do because it makes it a lot easier to upgrade, and this is obviously more or less hassle when it comes to cable management. Now, in terms of when we can get these cards as well, we are going to be getting these cards available in retailers on March 6th. Now, something that I do find very funny with AMD is that they basically announced that, well, for the past few weeks, they've been shipping these GPUs to retailers, making sure they're stocked for users, which is shots fired towards Nvidia, which is pretty funny because we all knew what happened with Nvidia, where there was not much stock of their latest GPUs. So AMD is looking pretty promising with the new GPUs, but let me know in the comments below which cards would you go for, because obviously these are the first wave of cards. They are still going to be announcing the 9060 and so many more cards in the future. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next video. Be safe as always and have a great day. Bye.